Well, we always try to be very pioneering. So what I think is three things. What we're working on. Number one is we see the blended learning, originally coming from the online courses that we developed at GW, and I was quite engaged at an executive MHA. That's a big thing at GW, and we see that way of working on the internet. We see that moving forward. So today we are involved in a couple of those projects, including the NCD Commissaarsprogramma, which has sort of a blended learning setting. And I think that's a key development that we invest in and work on. Go a little bit beyond the MOOCs, but that's what we do there. That's one. The other thing that we found is that we actually need to get even closer to when people really do the work. So we have now an exciting program format, especially in healthcare, where we coach and counsel medical doctors and health administrators when they try to implement value-based healthcare. And that was always a small part of our in-house, and now we see it's a big part, where we can just be counselors and coaches the moment that people really want some advice and some help when they do that, instead of educating a lot. So that, I think, will be this almost instant coaching and counseling. That will be a key development. The third development is more on the international educational a bit. We see, of course, that the whole educational model is changing because actually it's quite expensive to have classrooms. So it's a much better idea to engage in blended learning and try to reach the 6 billion people in the world that hardly have access to education. It's only a couple of 100 million in the Western and in the Asian worlds that have decent education possibilities. And I hope and I think that will work with all the connectedness and all the collaborative learning tools that we see today. So education is like every industry today. It's changing a lot. In-house and in-company programs are changing a lot. And actually, it's really quite a privilege to be allowed to work with people's learning, and that has been always in our minds. It's a means to an end. It's not education per se. So hopefully next year or the year after, you can have an interview, and we'll have more exciting stuff to share.